This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys. So yesterday what we have left. So we have seen the all the different grant types working a practical session with using the Yark browser. Okay, so in authorization code grant type we have seen four different APIs. Sorry, three different APIs, right? So one for getting the access token. I mean, sorry, getting the access code, and then getting the access token, and then validating the access token. So and then one more API we have used actually. So by using the refresh token, so to refresh the access token, that means by using the refresh token to create a new access token. So that is also we have seen. And then in implicit grantor we have seen two APIs has been used. One is getting the access token, next validating the access token. The third one we also seen about the client credential, that is only one API creating a access token. So the final one we have seen ROPC, that is a resource owner password credential grant type. So in that also we have seen two different APIs, right? So now and then in the last step we also seen authorization code with the PKCE method. Okay, so that grant type also we have seen, and then we also seen OAuth client selector, and then authn, I mean request authn context selector for the OAuth. Okay, so today we'll start with the scope selector, and then we will continue with the other two tools used to, I mean, used for the testing of the grant types, actually, this OAuth grant types. Okay, like testing this APIs. Okay, and then we'll go for the clustering. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think you can able to see my screen. Okay, so log into the console. Okay, so now here, so here, what is the selector we have got? I mean, the last selector is that OAuth scope selector actually. Okay, so anyone joined? Okay, I think Manish joined. Okay, so Manish, don't worry. So actually, I was giving that whatever summary which we have discussed yesterday. So now only getting started with the OAuth scope selector. That is the one selector which was pending. Okay, so create a new instance. Okay, go to that OAuth scope selector. So here in the name, so we have created three different scopes, right? So we have created three different scopes. So if we give the open ID, scope is equal to open ID means, okay, so if we add that scope open ID here in this authentication selector means, so if the scope, I mean open ID is there in that request, it will trigger one adapter. Okay, so if the, any other scope is there in the request means it will trigger another adapter. Okay, so that is the OAuth scope selector. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay. Okay. So here we will add only one scope. Okay, so here there are three scopes which we have created in the scope management, right, in our ping Federate, right? So here we will check only the open end. So if it is, if the application URL having the scope is equal to open ID means it will trigger one adapter, or else it won't, I mean it will trigger another set of adapter. Okay, so let's do this one. So we will add only open ID, and then we'll click on next. Okay, save it. Okay, now this is done. Okay, now go to the policies, go to the policies. Okay, create a policy. So we already created that auth and context policy, and then the OAuth client set policy, right? So here we will create one more policy. Okay, OAuth scope. Okay, type the name as OAuth scope. Okay, and then choose the scope here, select as scope selector. Okay, choose it. So if it is, if the scope is equal to open ID there means it will trigger one adapter. Okay, or else it will trigger another adapter. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so if it is no means just give only the HTML adapter. Okay, click on done and choose the policy contract. Choose the policy contract. Okay, so contract mapping. Okay, click on next, choose the adapter, choose the username, click on next, next, done. Okay, and then so here choose the selectors. Okay, sorry, choose the adapter, choose the HTTP basic adapter, choose the HTTP basic adapter. Failure is done, success is, choose the policy contract. Okay, policy 1, contract mapping, click on next, choose the adapter, choose the username, Click on next, next, done. Okay, so now we have created this policy. Okay, so now click on done. Okay, move this policy to the number one so that it will work properly. Move this one. Okay, and save it. Let's save it. So here we will go ahead and where is that authorization code grant type URL? Okay, so here we will so here we have used the scope is equal to OpenID, right? Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so here in this configuration we have added only OpenID as a scope actually. Okay, if you go back to the OpenID Connect policy management, both of the OpenID is using only the scope is equal to OpenID. Okay, let's add another scope also. Let's add one more scope here. Okay, let's add email scope also. Okay, choose the mail username, add it, save it. Okay, so do the similar thing in the OpenID second policy also. Okay, go to the here attribute scopes, add the email scope here. Okay, add all the things, add it, save it. Okay, now what is the policy we have given? So in the selector we have choose only the OpenID scope, right? So here if this policy will trigger means, okay, if the if the request, so this is the request here, if this is the request, so if the request is having scope is equal to OpenID means it will take it as a yes, so it will go to this HTTP adapter. Okay, let's try this one. Copy this URL and paste it here. Okay, what is that? Is it triggering the correct one? So here you could see, right? So in this request, I'm using the scope is equal to OpenID. So it is triggering the correct adapter, right? Now here in the same URL, I'm going to change the scope is equal to email. Let's see. I'm going to change scope is equal to email. Okay. So this one is done. Let's copy and hit this URL. Let's copy and hit this URL in the another tab. Okay. Hit it. So here you could see, right, it is triggering the UID and then the password, right? I mean, sorry, it is triggering the HTML adapter. So this is how you can able to do the selector for this OAuth scope selector. So basically this OAuth scope is based, I mean, it's like triggering the adapter based on the scope has been added in the particular selector, OAuth scope selector. Okay, so if the request has that scope which has been already configured in that particular selector means, so it will take it as a yes, or else it will take it as a no. So that is the use of this particular scope actually. Okay, so I mean this OAuth scope selector is not that much useful because you will be using the same scope for all the configurations actually. So it is not that much useful. Only the OAuth client ID. Okay, so that is the more, I mean, if you go for any ping federate ping federate like already implemented ping federate solution, right? If you go there means, so the OAuth client set selector is there, right? So that will be 100% it will, I mean 100% it will be available for sure actually. So because that is one of the most important selector used for the OAuth clients actually to trigger the adapters. Okay, so for SAML you can use many things actually. So CIDR is one of the most important selector, and then you can also use like HTTP header also there. So those are the, even connection set selector is not that much useful, but in maybe like 40 to 50% the connection set selector will be used. But the CIDR selector and then the OAuth client set selector, these two selectors, it will be there, I mean for sure actually in any organization. If the if the ping federate is there means the OAuth scope select OAuth client set selector and then the CIDR selector, both of the selector will be there. That is a mandatory one, but other selectors is not that much important, but that is based on each client requirement only. Okay, so this is for the selectors, like for the SAML selectors, universal selector, as well as the OAuth selectors. Okay, so now we will move on to the next topic actually. So that next topic is that, like, we are, as I already mentioned, right? So we have used yet another browser client, right? So this Yark client to test the APIs, right? So yet another REST client. So basically the name suggesting it is used to test the REST APIs, right? So the next one we are going to use it, that is known as the Postman. Okay, so Postman is one of the most important and widely used tool, not only in a ping federate. So Postman is a generalized tool actually. So you can, I mean, lot of the developers who are developing the Android application or any API based kind of a applications means, so they will be using that Postman to test those APIs actually. Okay, so Postman is one of the most important tool. Okay, so now open another tab. Okay, open another tab in the Chrome. Just type Postman for Chrome actually. Postman for Chrome. So there are two versions are there. One is a Chrome extension, and one more is Postman direct application actually. So now we are going to use only the Postman for Chrome as an extension. Okay, so even this is fine actually. Okay, so I mean both of them will follow the same features actually. There is no difference between that. One is like you will be directly installing in your machine. This one is just an extension in the Chrome browser. Okay, so click on the Postman, the first link. Okay, add the extension, add to Chrome. Okay, I'm adding the tab, checking this one. So here in the apps it has been added. Okay, now hit it, hit the Postman. Okay, and maximize this Postman. Okay, close this one. Let's go back to the Postman. You can skip it actually. Okay, you don't need to create any account here. Skip it. So here this is the Postman actually. This is known as the Postman. Okay, so I mean you might already seen this application, because in most lot of cases this Postman will be used that much actually. Okay, so you might know this, but for Ping Federate, right, we will see this how to do this. I mean how to like test the APIs. Okay, so shall we test that this API? Okay, so here in yet another browser client, what we will be doing. So okay, let me go to the authorization code grant type with the PKC method. So here we will be using this authorization.request URL actually to get the access code, right? So we will be giving the payload and everything, right? It's already there. Okay, so similarly we will be having the second API, right? So to get the access token. Okay, so this is the URL. Copy this URL. Okay, and then copy this URL and paste it in the Postman. Okay, so change the localhost to our this one, our host name, Ping Federate host name. Copy this and then paste it here. Okay, paste it. Okay, so this is a post method, right? As I already mentioned, this creating access token is a post method. So headers we need to give it, right? So click on the headers here, click on the headers. Okay, and give the content type. So content type is the first header, right? And then what is the value? Just give the value. Okay, just copy this value and paste it there. Copy this value, paste it here. That's all. Now what is the body we will be giving? So the body, you don't need to give it as a form data. You have to give it as a x-www-form URL encoded, because we have given this as a header. So you need to give it this as a body. Okay, so what is the body? Client underscore ID, right? So what is the client underscore ID? Auth, right? So this is the client underscore ID. So what is the next payload we need to give? Grant underscore type, right? Grant underscore type is authorization underscore code, right? So give that one, authorization underscore code. Okay, so what is the third one? Scope is equal to open ID. Okay, give that open ID. Okay, or else here for we can use the email actually. Okay, so delete this one, we can use the email for this one. Okay, yeah. Next, what is the next one? Redirect underscore URI, right? Redirect underscore URI. What is the redirect underscore URI in the request? So this is the one, right? Copy this one. Copy the redirect underscore URI and paste it here. Okay. Next, what is the next one? We are going to do it. Next one, code underscore verifier, right? Because we are using the authorization code granted with the PKC method, right? So code underscore verifier. Copy this code and underscore challenge here. Copy the exact value and then paste it here. Okay. Okay. Next, what is the last one? Code, right? Only the code. So in order to get this code, what we need to do? We need to go back to this one in this request and hit it. Okay. Copy this URL and paste it in the browser and type the username and password. Okay, 540 546 123. Okay, type the password. Okay, hit it. So now once it is validated, it will okay, so it created a code, right? Copy this code here. copy this code, and paste it in the postman. Okay, paste it in the postman. So all other things we have given: code verifier, redirect underscore URI, scope, grant type, everything we have given, right? Send the request. Okay, so here you could see, right, it created an access token. You could see, right? So what is the next step we can do it? Okay, so open another tab here in this okay, give this URL again, not this one. What is the next API we need to use it? So what is the next API we are going to use it? User info endpoint, right? User info endpoint. So that is the next API we are going to use it, right? So use that one. Yeah, so this is the one. This is a user info endpoint. Copy this URL, okay, and then paste it here in this postman. New tab. So this is the get method. Okay, so this is the get method. So here also we need to give the header. Okay, so here what is the header you need to give it? Authorization. What is the value? Bearer space. We need to give the access token. Okay. Okay, copy this access token and paste it here. Okay, send it. I think I got some error. Okay, where is the okay, I gave the URL correctly. Did I copy the access token clearly? Okay, let's just copy this access token and then see it in the jwt.io. Okay, so it is coming as perfect only. Okay, so let's check it again. Okay, authorization. Okay, okay, paste it here. Oh, okay. Okay, send it. Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Ah, okay, got it. Okay. So okay. So here I have used this scope as email actually. So that is why it's this API won't work. Okay. I forgot to inform it. Okay, so if you are using the scope is equal to email, right? So this API it won't work actually. Okay, so you need to use the scope is equal to open ID. Then only it will work. Okay, so let's create a one more access token. Let's try to do this scope is equal to open ID. Okay. Yeah. ID. Okay. Sorry guys. I totally forgot that one actually. Okay. So here we have used the scope is equal to email, right? So if you are using the scope is equal to email, that third API it won't work actually. Okay. So you can't able to use the user info endpoint. Okay. So basically, in order to use the user info endpoint, you need to use the scope is equal to open ID. Okay. Copy this URL and then hit it. Okay. Maybe like in the incognito window, you can try it. Okay, type it 546 1 2 3. Okay, hit it. So here it will create a code. Okay, copy this code. Okay, and then here in the postman, the first one. Okay, where is the body? Okay, here change the code, send the request. Okay, so here access token has been created. Copy this one. Okay, now if I give it here, the bearer, it will work now. Okay, copy this, paste it here, send it. So here you could see, right, we can able to get the user info endpoint. Okay, so the next one we can use it. Okay, open another one. So here we have used the refresh token, right? So copy this URL, okay, and paste it here in this one, and then give the method as post method, okay, and here choose the headers as content type, okay, and then value as, okay, give the value as this one. That's a header here. Okay, copy this value and paste it here. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now next, what is the body I need to give it? So here, go to the body, choose the X form. Okay. So grant underscore type is equal to refresh underscore token. Okay. So then refresh underscore token equal to, what is the refresh token? We got it here in this one. So copy this refresh token, okay, and paste it here, okay, and send the request. So here it will create a new token. You could see, right, UBE4W. Okay. So here if you go here, you could see, right, there is a new access token has been created actually. Okay, by using this refresh token. Here you can send multiple access token actually you can create. Okay. So this is how you can able to do it for the authorization code grant type. Okay. So here you can't able to use the implicit grant type actually. So for implicit grant type, we will be using the two different things. One is one is like getting the access token, but basically this API we will be doing it in the direct direct URL itself actually. Okay, so basically we will be using this, basically we are using this URL in a direct browser, so we can't able to use the we can't able to use it in the Postman. Okay, so here we can directly copy this URL, okay, and close this incognito window, okay, open another incognito window, hit it. So here, okay, my session is already there, so that is fine. Okay, maybe we will try in another browser. Okay, hit it. So here, type the username. Okay, okay, hit it. So it will create an access token here, right? You could see, right? This is the access token. Copy this access token. Okay, copy this access token. And go back to the Postman. You can use it here actually. Okay, in the bearer you can give this access token. Okay, paste it here, send the request. So here you could see, right, it has given the proper payload. Okay, so it will validate the access token and it will give the all the attributes we are sending in the access token. Okay, so this is how you can able to use it for the this one. Okay, next shall we try to use it for the client credentials. So anyways, client credential we will be using only one, right? Okay, so this is URL we will be using post method. Okay, again we are going to use the same headers actually. Okay, what is the header we are going to use? Content type, right? Okay, use the content type. Okay, give the value. What is the value we have given? Okay, think here, yeah, headers, give the value. Okay, paste it here, and then what is the body we are going to give it? Client underscore ID, so that is I think CC. Okay, and what is the client secret? I think even I forgot the client secret. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think client secret, give the client secret. Okay, and then grant underscore type. What is the grant underscore type? Client credentials, right? Client underscore credentials. Okay, give that value. Okay, now send the request. So here you could see, right, it has created a access token. Okay, so if I uncheck this option, client underscore secret, okay, and send it. So here you could see, right, invalid client or client credentials. Okay, because I didn't give the client secret, so this API won't work actually. So I need to give the client secret and test it. So it will work now. Okay, so basically this client secret is mandatory for the client credentials grant type. Okay, now shall we move on to the last grant type, that is ROPC method. Okay, resource owner password grant type. So basically that is the same one we are going to use it. Okay, copy and paste it here. So here also we didn't use the so here we didn't use any scope or redirect URI, right? So that is not required actually basically for a client credentials grant type. Okay, So now this is the last grant type we are going to use it. Okay, so that is the post method again. So it's a resource owner password credential grant type, right? So here in the headers, choose the same header content underscore type. Okay, and go back to here, copy that header value, copy this value and paste it here in the body. What are the details we need to give it? Client underscore ID. What is the client underscore ID? ROPC, right? ROPC. Next, grant underscore type. What is the grant underscore type? It's a ROPC, that is a password. Okay, that is a syntax for the ROPC grant type. Okay, next, what is the username? Okay, next one is the username. What is the username I need to give it? Okay, KA546123. Okay, next, what is the next payload I need to give it? It's a password, because since it is a resource owner password credential grant type, so we are giving the username and password in the request itself. Okay, so next one is that scope is equal to open ID. Okay, next one is that redirect underscore URI, right? So what is the redirect underscore URI we have used? Go back to the console. Okay, go to the applications, OAuth client ID, ROPC. So here, what is the, okay, so this is the redirect URI, right? Copy this redirect URI and then paste it here. Okay, shall we send the request now? Send the request. So here it has been created a access token, right? Copy this access token. Okay, and then if you go back here, change this bearer, paste this token and send it. So here you could see, right, it has given the all the values actually. Okay, so basically this is how you have to use the postman. This is basically everything will be the same actually. Okay, whatever we did, right? Okay, so basically this is the same thing. Okay, so maybe I will share this one. Okay, let me how to export it, everything. Okay, okay, let me, okay, save the request. Okay, okay, yeah, let me try to export it. Okay, yeah, it's a v2. Okay, export it. Okay, maybe I will share this document to Rakesh, so he will share this one actually. Okay, because it will have all the APIs. You have to change this one actually. You have to change that. I mean, in every API, you have to change the client ID and then the URL, that is the host name. Okay, all the headers files will remain same. Only the client ID, client secret, and then the redirect URI, whatever the redirect URI you have given actually. Okay, so that one you can use it. Okay. Okay, yeah, I will ask Rakesh to share this one. Okay, okay, yeah. So the next tool and then the final tool for the OAuth, right? Okay, so shall we move on to the next tool, guys? Is it okay? You can able to understand this one, right? The postman. Any doubts till now, guys, in this postman? Okay, yeah, we'll move on to the next topic. So that is known as the, I mean, this is also a testing the API, but using the OAuth playground. Okay, by using the OAuth playground. So OAuth playground is one more, it's a testing tool, but here yet another browser client or postman, these are all third party applications actually. But here in this ping federate itself, right, they have some, they, I mean, they already I mean, they are having some applications or some tool to test this OAuth flow actually, that is known as the OAuth playground. Okay, so now we will go ahead and install that OAuth playground, and maybe like we will test it one or two grant types. Okay, yeah, now how to install that OAuth playground. Okay, now open another tab in your Chrome browser. Okay, type ping federate downloads, type ping federate downloads, hit it. Okay, go to this ping federate downloads. So basically we did try to use that those things, right? Like I mean, so here in the add-ons we try to use, I mean, we try to install that duo adapter, right? So similarly, so here in the add-ons you have to scroll down to the bottom. There is a OAuth playground developer tools listed. Okay, click on this one. Okay, okay, you can use the account to log in. user login, sign on. Okay, so it will get download. So it's also a zip file. You have to like extract it, and then you will be doing this one. Okay, show in folder. I will be extracting this one. Okay, yes, extract it. Okay, so now if you open that extracted folder, right? So we have downloaded the zip file. I have extracted it. Just open the extracted folder. So here there are two files will be there. You can ignore the legal and data. You can ignore these two. Only the distribution you have to use it. Okay, open the distribution. There are two folders you need to apply the files actually. Okay, go to the corner first, language packs. Okay, copy this. Okay, so here you could see, right, you understand where it is, distribution, conf, language packs. Okay, so similarly go to the file explorer. Okay, go to the file explorer. Okay, go to the ping federate installed folder, program files, ping identity. Okay, copy this. Okay, ping federate, server, default, conf, language packs, right? So language packs I have pasted here. Continue. So here, this is the folder which they asked me to paste it, right? So here, distribution conf language packs. So I have pasted in the same folder. Okay. Now go back to the conf. There is a one more folder is there, right? Open the template. So there are 4 files are there. Copy these 4 files. Copy these 4 files and go back to your ping identity. I mean ping federate installed folder. Again, go back one for like path. Okay, conf. So here there is a template folder is there, right? Template. So here only they ask to paste these 4 files, right? Open the template folder and paste it. Paste it here. Oh, sorry. Cancel. Okay, I think I didn't copy this one. Okay, copy this one and then paste it here. Okay, just a file. Continue. Yeah. So I have pasted all the 4 files, right? So this is the 4 files I have pasted here. Okay. Now what is the next one? Go back one. Go back one. So these two already done. The language packs template is already done. Go to the distribution, deploy. There is a deploy folder is there. Open the deploy folder. So there are 2 files are there. Okay. Again here in the installation folder, go to the corner, go to the default. There is a deploy folder is there, right? Copy the open the deploy folder and paste these 2 files. Okay. Yes. So it's already done here. Okay. Here you could see, right? We have pasted here. Okay. Now what we need to do, go to the services and restart the services. Okay. Go to the services, restart the ping federate service. Okay. Now restart it. So this is how you have to install the OAuth playground. Okay, so basically OAuth playground is not like a exe file. You need to install it in your machine. Actually, you have to just copy paste that files in the ping federate installed folder. That's all. Okay, and you have to restart the ping federate service. Okay, so this is how you have to install the OAuth playground. Okay, so let's go back to the admin console and refresh it. Okay, so we'll wait for ping federate service to switch on. It will take a couple of minutes to switch on. Okay. Okay. So now it has been restarted. My service has been restarted. Okay. Now open another tab. Okay. Open another tab. Okay. Now copy this our host name. Copy this host name. Okay. Up to this one. Copy our host name and then paste it here. Okay. Paste it here. :9031 engine port. Use that one. / OAuth playground. Okay. OAuth playground. Okay. Hit it. So this is the URL. I will copy this one. Okay. I will copy and paste it in the chat. Okay. Okay. So this one is done. Okay. So now here, go to the settings. First of all, we need to do the settings here. Okay. Go to the settings. So here, change this URL because this is not the base URL. This is the base URL. Okay. Copy this and then paste it here. Okay. And then certificate errors. So we are using like a self-signed certificate, right? Ignore this one. Okay. Ignore the certificate errors. Save it. Okay, now click on the play button here. Okay, so now we are going to play it. I mean, that means we are going to test all the authorization code grant type and then the implicit grant type and then this one. Okay, click on play here. Okay, let's remove the PKC method. Okay, let's test without the PKC method for authorization code grant type. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll test it with the PKC method. Okay, first of all, what is the authorization code grant type? Okay, so here you can able to find it here. So auth is the client ID, right? Give it here. Okay, give the client ID as auth. Response type is fine. Okay, so this one is the authorization request. So we are giving as a authorization request. Client ID is equal to auth. Response underscore type is there. Okay, next scope open ID, right? Give the scope open ID. Next, add the redirect URI. What is the redirect URI? Copy this redirect URI. Not this one. We are not going to use this redirect URI. Okay. Why? Because if I give this redirect URI means after authentication, it will redirect to this page actually with the code. Okay. We need to get the code actually. So for that one, we need to call back to this URL itself. Okay. So copy this URL here. Go to the ping Federate. Go to the auth client ID. Okay. Paste this URL. Paste this URL. Add slash callback. Slash callback. Okay. I will give you this one also. Okay, paste it here. Okay, so once we add this as a redirect URI, right? So after authentication, it will call back to this page actually, this page with the code. So that is why we are using this as a redirect URI. Okay, next, what is that? Code challenge. Okay, give the code challenge. This is the code challenge. Copy this code challenge. Paste it here and state. Add the state. What is the state value? Give it here. Give the state value. Copy it here and paste it here. Okay. Now it's already done, right? I think we already got everything. Scope, redirect URI, and everything, right? Submit. Okay. Submit. Okay. Oh, why? Sorry, I gave the double URL in the settings actually. Go back. Okay. Settings. Okay, I gave it here. Sorry. So I gave the arrow mark here. I mean, like the slash, I gave the slash here, so I should not give it. Okay, save it. Now again, go back to the play. Okay, again, I need to change it. Or response type is fine. Okay, code challenge, paste this value. Okay, redirect underscore URI. Okay, copy this one and paste it here. Scope is equal to open ID. Okay, next, where is that state? Yeah, state here. Copy the state value. Okay, paste it here. Okay, now I think everything is there, right? Redirect URI is there. Okay, I think everything is there. Now click on submit. So here it is redirecting me to the login page. Type your username and password. Okay, hit enter. So it will be redirecting me with the code, right? Now this is not the client ID. Auth is the client ID. I need to give it as a fast actually. Okay, code verifier. Copy this as a code verifier. Okay, what is that? Next one is that redirect underscore URI. Copy this, paste it here. Next is the, okay, that's fine, and submit. Okay, submit. So here you could see, right, access token has been created. Even refresh token is also there. Okay, so if I click on validate, let's see if it is working or not, because I'm not using the certificate as a, I mean, I'm using the certificate as a self sign. So let's see, click on validate. So here, yeah, I'm using the this certificate actually. Okay, so it won't work. So basically, like I'm using the self sign certificate for the signing certificate, right? And then like I'm using the certificate, this certificate also as a self sign. So that is why this I mean validate, it won't work actually. Okay, but that's fine. By using this refresh token, we can able to create a new token actually. So if I click on refresh here, so it will basically, so here you could see, right, by using the refresh token, I will generate a new access token actually. Okay, if you click on submit again, so it will create another token. Again, it will create a lot of new tokens actually. So basically this is the one actually. Okay, so first of all, we did that. So here in this OAuth playground, we have given, I mean, you will be giving everything in the portal itself actually. So here in this Postman, you will be giving the same thing. Everything will be the same, but the user interface will get changed actually. Okay, so that is why we are using three different tools. But this OAuth playground, right? Okay, so there is a disadvantage is there in the OAuth playground. Why? Because this OAuth playground does not, I mean, it won't work in the older versions actually. Okay, so you need to understand, I mean, you need to understand this OAuth playground, there is a prerequisite is there. This OAuth playground only work in the new version, that is in the more than 10 version actually. Okay, so it won't work in the 9 version or 8 version actually. Okay, because it is not supported in the older versions. They have introduced this tool in this year only. Okay, so that is why this OAuth playground, it's kind of a new tool, so that is why they have introduced only for a 10th version, that is a newer version, not for a older versions actually. Okay, maybe we can try one more thing, that is an implicit grant type. Okay, we'll try one more thing, implicit grant type. Okay, so what is the grant type for the implicit here? Okay, implicit response type token. Okay, redirect URI, this is the redirect URI, right? Copy this redirect URI. Okay. And not this one, we need to add this redirect URI actually in the implicit grant type. Okay, go back to the applications. Okay, OAuth client ID implicit, so then only it will redirect to the OAuth playground with the token actually. Okay, so here paste it here and then call back. Okay, copy this one, add it, save it. Okay, you can use it for this. Okay, paste it here. Now this is the client ID, implicit is the client ID, right? Okay, response type is token. Next, redirect URI, give this redirect URI. Next, what is that? Scope, open ID. Okay, okay, sorry. Now submit. So here it will directly read the access, I mean, it will got the access token actually. Okay, so this is how you can able to use the implicit grant type. You need to go here and then give all the values, whatever the values you are using it here, it will be the same thing for the OAuth playground also. Okay, next one, maybe we can try with the client credentials grant type. Okay, client credentials grant type. Okay, so here we are going to use the client secret. Okay, what is the client ID? CC. Okay, what is the secret? Paste. Right, so submit. That's all. This is pretty much simple and straightforward. The client credentials, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, next one is the resource owner password credential grant type, right? Give this one. So here also we will be changing the redirect URI. Okay, for ROPC also we will be changing the redirect URI. Okay, ROPC. Okay, give it here slash, sorry, slash callback. Okay, copy this one, add it and save it. Okay, now I will paste this URL here in this chat. You can have it. Okay, so now we'll go back to the OAuth playground again. Okay, so here this is the ROPC is the client, right? And then what is the username? A546123. Next, give the password. Okay, next redirect underscore URI. Okay, I don't know. Okay, okay, but that's fine. Okay, click on submit. So here you can see, right, access token has been created for the ROPC grant type. Okay, so this is how you can able to use it for the authorization code grant type. Even you can use it for the PKC method, implicit grant type, client credentials, and resource owner. So basically, for implicit grant type, I mean no one, I mean this tool or yet another browser client, you can't able to use the first step actually as a API, but only in the OAuth playground you can able to create access token here after adding the redirect URI in the implicit grant type client ID. Okay, so this is how you can able to use the OAuth playground. But this OAuth playground, right, it is not, I mean, it won't support in the older versions. It will be support only in the 10 versions actually, more than 10 version. Okay, okay, so any doubts guys? We have completed the OAuth as a full thing actually, OAuth and OpenID, all the grant types and all the API flows. Okay, all the testing and everything we have completed, even the refresh token. Okay, so the final topic is that clustering. Okay, shall we move ahead with the clustering topic? Okay, Yeah, we'll start the clustering. So clustering is the final one. Okay, so first of all we'll start with what is clustering. Okay, so do you know what is the word refer cluster? Do you know what is cluster actually? Like, do you know this? I mean, any definition for this word? Like, anyone you can say, Manish or Santosh or Saurav. Like, I mean, we all know, right? I mean, in Corona also we are using the word cluster. So, what is that word refers to? I mean, what is the word? I mean, what is it refers to actually? What is why? I mean, why we are using in Corona? In some cases, we are using there is a cluster is there. Why we are using that in Corona cases actually? So, anyone can say that?
Like it's like a small group, something like that.
No, it's not like I mean, okay. So here, like it's a group, but it is connected with each other actually. Okay, so that means, for example, so in Corona, I mean, in Corona cases, we are saying it as a clustering, right? Clustering means it will, I mean, from one to another person, another from the second person to the third person, right? So everyone is interconnected actually. So here, like I mean so here in Corona cases we see some, I mean, for example, there is 100 people is there. Okay, so we will say that 100 people is a cluster because inside that one person affected with the Corona means, so everyone will get, I mean, where if other people also getting that Corona means, so those people will comes into the cluster actually. Okay, because they are interconnected. So that is why here, if we so now we have installed the ping federate in a some training, some like in my local machine, right? So here, if we install the ping ferret in another machine, okay, and if we can able to establish a communication between, I mean, it's not a communication, like it's a replication actually. We can able to connect to the two machines which is having the ping federate actually. So if we connect to the two machines, that process is known as the clustering. Okay, so here in in any organization, if you go right, okay, we can't able to, I mean, for example, we can't able to what we can say, we can't able to manage the ping ferret with only one server actually. So basically I am using only one server, that is even in the one server itself. Okay, I have installed the ping ferret admin and engine node as a single one actually. Okay, even if you go to the services, you can able to find only one service, that is a ping ferret service. So that means I am running the ping ferret service as a, as well as the admin and then the engine node in a single service. Okay, so here if you go and implement in any of the organization, right, this ping federate, okay, one server is not enough actually, so you have to install it in at least two servers. Okay, so then, I mean, two servers is fine for nearly 1 lakh employees, I mean, even for 1 million users also, that is fine. Two server is fine actually. Okay, for ping federate. Okay, so in that, how to enable that one? So here I will show you how to separate the admin console as well as the engine console. So that means here, as of now, I am running this as a standalone method actually. Okay, that means standalone is nothing but running the ping federate admin console, that is, this is the admin console. Okay, and then engine node is nothing but which is doing the authentication, right? If I try to access any SAML configurations, right? So for example, if I try to access this SAML configuration, okay, so this URL, okay, sorry, this, I mean, it's going to one URL, right? 9031. So that is known as the engine one actually. Okay, so now I am running as a standalone. That means running in a single service. I am running in as a admin console as well as the engine node. Now we are going to separate them actually. Okay, that means I'm going to, in a single server, I'm going to run the ping federate admin console as a separate one, ping federate engine as a separate one. Okay, I will do that one, how to enable this one. Okay, so that process is known as the clustering. Okay, so here, first of all, go to the ping federate installed folder. So here, okay, let me delete this one. Okay, I think it was a dummy copy, I think so. Okay, now, so here this is the one of the server actually. Okay, so now go to this ping federate. Okay, go to the ping federate. So here in this bin folder, there is a run.property file will be there. Run.property file will be there. Right click, edit with the notepad plus plus. Edit with the notepad plus plus. So here you can able to change the port number actually. Basically like this is the admin port which I used, right? So that means here I am using this 9999, right? So that is will be defined here, default port. Okay, if you want you can also change it here. This port, while installing this Federate, I have given this port actually. I mean if you see the first day's recording means it will be there actually. Okay, so scroll down. So here this is the title actually. That means if you go back to here, you could see, right, there is a Federate title in the browser, right? So if I change, if I want to change that one means I can change it here actually. Okay, yeah. Next one is that next one, this is the session timeout. That means like you can able to time, I mean this session, right, I'm logged into this console session, right? So if I idle for 30 minutes means it will get log out actually. So if you want you can also change the timing actually. Okay, and then other things, yeah. So we'll go for the clustering now. Yeah, so here this is the operational mode. Okay, so now currently I'm using it as a standalone mode actually. That means running it as a standalone. That means everything in a single service, even in the engine node as well as the user interface console, running in as a standalone. So I want to change this to the clustered console. So here I am going to change it to two different types. One is clustered console, one is clustered engine. That means it will have a separate console, it will have a separate engine. Okay, so first of all this folder will be acting as a clustered console. Okay, now copy this cluster console and paste it here. Okay, yeah. Now index is nothing but it's just an index value. Like I can be able to give this as a 1. Okay, now next one, if you scroll down, there is a bind address is there, right? There is a bind address is there. Okay, I'm going to, what is the bind address I have used it? I mean like in the log file you can able to see our see our like our machine's IP address actually. Okay, audit.log file, we can able to see our, this is the IP address of this machine. Okay, copy this IP address and then paste it here. Okay, so this is the IP address, cluster IP bind address. That means, so I mean in this server only it has been, the cluster console has been installed. So that is why it has been, I mean I need to use the IP address of this particular machine where that console has been installed. Okay, so be clear, this bind port we can use the default, that is 7600. Okay, now what we need to do, so here initial host. Okay, so here this is the most important step actually. Okay, so here space, oh, sorry, we can, so here paste this IP address and then give this one 7600 value. Okay, so this value here in this. Okay, that's all. Okay, this one is done. Okay, now give comma space give the IP address, I mean give the IP address where I am going to install the clustered underscore engine. So here this is the server, I am going to install the engine as a separate one. Okay, right, so the IP address will get same. Okay, copy this IP address and paste it here. Now the value will get changed actually. This 7600 I will be giving the another value in the next file actually. Okay, so here give the value, give some dummy value. Okay, 7601. Okay, now so this one is done, right? Save it. Now save it. Okay, save this value, save this run.property file. So I saved it. Now this is running as a cluster console. Okay, now go back to the, okay, go back to this ping identity. So here right click, copy. Okay, now right click, paste it here. I have copied this folder and then paste it in here. Okay, continue. So what I did, so I went to the bin bin/run.property file. Okay, I changed the operational mode from standalone to the cluster console. So this folder will be considered as a cluster console. Then this folder will also have the cluster console, but I will be changing this folder to the clustered engine, cluster underscore engine, and then the IP address will get same. Okay, but I will be changing the bind port actually 7600. I gave it in the first folder, so I will be changing that second to the 7601 actually, and then I will change that cluster node from 1 to 2 here. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Okay, let's let this copy transfer. Let's complete this transfer and then we'll do it. Okay. Yeah, so this one is done, right? Okay, now open this one. Okay, open the ping Federate again. Go back to the bin folder, run.property file in the copied folder, in the copy folder, -copy folder. Open, edit with the notepad++. Edit with the notepad++. Don't change anything. Just go to the operational mode actually. Okay, go to the operational mode. So here it's already there as a cluster console because I copied the existing one, right? So change it to the clustered engine. Change this to the clustered engine. Okay, and then change the node index to the 2. Okay, I'm going to use the second value. Okay, now scroll down, copy this bind address. Okay, so this bind address will be the same because I have installed in the same server. Okay, so this bind port will get changed. Okay, change this to 7601. Okay, so because I have given here, where is that? So here I have given it as a 7601, right? So change this to the 7601 actually. Okay, that's all. We are not going to do any other changes. Save it. Okay, now I saved it. So I saved both of the file actually. Now go back to the ping Federate services. Okay, go back to the ping Federate services, restart the service. Okay, so now I will be restarting this one, but this one will start only the admin console. Okay, but it won't start the engine node. Okay, now what I need to go here in the copy folder. So here run.bat file will be there. Okay, right click, run as an administrator. Okay, run as a administrator. So it will automatically start the engine node server, that is -copy service also. Okay, yeah, let's see. Okay, so it will take couple of times to enable the clustering actually. Okay, refresh it, refresh the admin console. So wait for it to get restarted, all the services. Okay, so it will take couple of minutes to restart it. Yeah, now you could see, right, it got restarted. Okay, here it is not showing. It should have to show ping Federate is running. Okay, so let's wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, now in the meantime I will log into the console. Okay, log into the console. Okay, now here before it was showing the no cluster, right? Before it was showing no cluster. Now it was showing the cluster, right? Now it is showing the cluster. So here ping Federate running option came. So before it is not showing the before it was showing no cluster. Now it has been showing the cluster. Okay, now in order to confirm this one, go to the system here. Go to the system here. Okay, okay, go back to the server here. Go to the system server. Okay, now here there is one more option has been came here. Okay, go to this option. So here you could see, right, there is a two option is there. One is administrator console, one is engine node. Okay, so now if I change something here, I need to cluster it actually. That means whatever the details I have I have did in the admin console, right, it should have to replicate it to the engine node. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so here if I go here and if I do some changes here, okay, let me change some redirect URI. Okay, edit it. So okay, so here I am changing this redirect URI to this one and save, update it. Okay, and save it. So here previously only save is fine, but here I need to cluster management. Here I need to do the clustering. Okay, so visit the cluster management, replicate the configuration, click on the replicate configuration. So all the replication will done for both the servers. Okay, now if I try to access that application here, okay, let's try to access this URL. Okay, I think it is already taking this to the login page, it seems. ACS URL. Maybe let's try in any other browser. Okay, let's copy this one. Okay, let's open it in the incognito window of private window. Is it advanced? So here it is asking me to type the username and password. Type it. Okay, type the password. So it will be redirecting to this ACS URL, which I changed this ACS URL now only, right? Now let's see the logs actually. Let's see the logs. So here there are two folders, right? So if I go here and check the logs here, okay, audit.log, okay. So here if you scroll down, what is the time? 11:11, right? So here there is no log has been provided here. Could you write the log? Last log is that to 22:59, that is like 10 minutes before. Okay, now where is the log will be went, because this is the admin console, only the admin logs will be updated here. Now the log, the new, whatever the log which I tried, right, it will be stored here in this folder actually. Okay, if I go to this folder, go to this folder, go to the log folder, if you scroll down, okay, audit.log file, you can able to see the last one actually. So here you could see, right, this is the last one which I try to access it, right, which I try to access it. Can you able to see it right now? This is the one which I used it now, right? 11:10, 1 minute before. Okay, so now the new log came here. Okay, now if I see the admin log here, okay, if I go and see the admin log of here, I don't have any logs here for today. Okay, now I need to go there. Okay, I need to go there. So I changed, I did one modification to SP connection, right? So that log will be found here in this first folder. Okay, admin.log file. Okay, so here you could see, right, cluster management replicate is there, SP connection I have modified. Okay, as I already mentioned, right, this admin.log file, whatever the administrators are doing in the console, it will have this admin.log file, it will have all the details actually, which user has been logged in and then what kind of a modification he did actually. Okay, so everything will be tracked here in this admin.log file actually. Okay, so this is known as basically this is known as the clustering actually. Okay, so any doubts regarding the clustering, guys? Any doubts regarding the clustering? Okay, so I'm having one more topic actually, I forgot that one. Okay, so here if you go to the server, okay, so that is known as the configuration archive actually, that is known as the configuration archive. Okay, so if you go here, you can, you can export this one actually. Okay, so you can export means it will have all the backup actually. Basically this is the backup. Okay, so this is, you are taking it manually, right? Now here if you go to the folder, you can it will automatically take the backup every day. Okay, so every day this configuration archive backup will be there. Okay, go to that server default data archive. Okay, server default data archive. So here every day it will take a backup actually. Okay, so it will take a backup. Okay, so if something goes wrong, right, if something goes wrong in the ping Federate means you can you can import this one here. So here if you go to the configuration archive, you can click on import, click on next, you can choose the file and then import it actually. You can choose the file and import it. So that means all the, if any issues is there, you want to revert back means you can import the last backup file here and then it will it will redirect, it will revert back automatically actually. So that, it might also solve some P1 issues like that actually. Okay, so basically this is the auto backup actually, automatically the ping Federate will take a backup. Okay, whenever the service is restarted or the service is started, or when you click on the ping Federate and try to do something, or if you do something in the ping Federate console, right, every change it will create a backup here actually. Okay, every day, for every day. Okay, yeah. So any doubts, guys, till now in this ping Federate, whatever we discussed? Okay, so this is the last topic. Okay, so I think nearly, I think I took more than 20 hours actually, but okay, that is fine actually. Okay, so I took like I went, in the starting I went slowly and then connected again, I picked up the pace, continued with the practical sessions, and then smoothly it went till now. Okay, So hope you had a great session, guys. Actually, okay. So okay, let me go here. Hope you had a good session with Pink Federate. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can let me know. So I mean, I think you learned a lot of things in the Pink Federate. Hope you learned a lot of things in the Pink Federate. I mean, I know it's this is a new for you guys actually. Basically, this is I mean, this is everything. Whatever you are seeing, it's a new to you. I mean, new tool, new identity and access management. Like what we can say. I mean, everything is a new, right? I mean, like even the identity and access management, cybersecurity, LDAP. MFA multi-factor authentication, the even the ping ferret tool. Okay, so hopefully have. I mean, you can also have a recording, so you just like see it back and then see the recording. Okay, so it was a good session. I mean, I hope it is a good session for you guys. Actually, hope you learned a lot of things. Okay, so thank you so much for this. Like I mean, thank you so much for this. Like I think it's a 1 month, right? We did. I mean, nearly I think 18 to 19 days. I think so. So I think some of the days it went more than one hour. So I think it's nearly like 1.5 hours. So uh, yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for this attending this Pink Federate training. Okay, so it's a good to take. I mean, it's a good opportunity to take these, and then I mean, it has a good future actually, guys. Actually, this Pink Ferret has a good opportunity, and then there are like a lot of opportunities are there for this Pink Ferret tool in the IT infrastructure. I mean, sorry, in the IT market, and then I mean, there are like a lot of features are there. I mean, future is good for Pink Ferret tool actually. So hope you had a good session, guys. Okay, thank you so much for attending this. Actually, okay, thank you so much. Hope you had a good learning. I mean, learning also, and then all the best for your career and all the best for your future, guys. Okay, thank you so much, guys. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Yeah. Okay. No doubts, huh? I mean, okay. Oh, shall I take it as a? I mean, so it's a perfect pink ferret training. So can you hear me right, guys? I mean, Rakesh or anyone, can you able to hear me right?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay. Good, good, good. You can also do it on your lab machines, actually, whatever you have installed the ping federated, right? You can do it on your machines, okay, like whatever we discussed, right? Okay, and then I think I will share this document also. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, just give me a minute, guys. Yeah. Um, okay, I will share this document also with the Rakesh. Okay, so like whatever the notes which we are having it for the daily, right? You can also have this one. Okay, like what are the notes from the beginning, right? I will save it and then I will give it to you. Okay, so yeah, you'll also have those informations. Okay. Okay, so hope you had a good session, guys. Okay, so Rakesh, are you there in the call? Rakesh. Okay, I think Rakesh is on mute actually. Okay, just give me a minute. So, guys, if you have any doubts, you can let me know actually. Okay, so we'll have some 5 to 10 minutes are there, so we can spend that time to that one. So, guys, I think Rakesh is in another meeting, it seems. So that's fine. Okay. So if nothing else is there, means we can close this call for today. Actually, I mean, like close the training, the last session. Actually, okay. So thank you so much, guys. And then it was a good session for you guys. I mean, I hope. And then it's also like, I mean, it's also good learning for me also. Like, I mean, that's fine. And then like it was a nice talking with you guys for this training, and then nice meeting with you guys. Okay. So hope we had a good session. Okay. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and then like have a good future, and then all the best for your future, guys.
Okay, yes, Karthik, thank you so much. Before you go,
Mhm.
like, if I want to learn more about this ping, like,
Mhm.
is there any like documentations like we go through because
Mhm.
um, or like any documents, anything like that? If you have, you can share any link, you know.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yes, yes, I will share it. So for the OAuth, right, the document which I shared you, right? So that is a perfect document for the OAuth. I mean, the link which I shared you for the OAuth. Let me share it again for that one.
sure.
Okay. It's a PDF file, okay, along with that. So you will be receiving one document, okay, from
Mm-hmm.
Rakesh regarding the whole training. Actually, like one PPT will be there, and then one
Mm-hmm.
more PDF will be there. So that will have that is like nearly 150 pages, okay. So that will whatever the training we discussed, right? Like
Uh-huh.
whatever the like from the beginning. So it will have all the details actually, like with the screenshots and everything.
Okay.
Okay, and then the materials, like other materials, I think Rakesh will share it actually. Okay, so yeah, let me give
Okay.
that OAuth one, and then even I mean in my document also the OAuth will be there. Okay, but I will
Mm-hmm.
share this one. Okay, I'll share this one now itself. Okay, and then
Sure.
I will check with the Rakesh to share the document with you guys. Okay, you can
Mm-hmm.
also like I mean you can also like give a note to him so that he will share it with you. Okay, so this
Mm-hmm.
is the OAuth one. Okay, you can download this PDF. This document will have good information about the four different grant types.
Actually, we're not able to see your screen, so I don't know where you are.
No,
Oh,
the
okay,
link
I
which
got it.
I gave it in the chat. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so and then the documents I will ask Rakesh to share it with you guys. Okay.
Sure.
Sure, sure, sure. And then I will, I mean, what are the APIs which I used for that Postman, right? I have
Hmm.
exported that JSON file, and then I will also ask Rakesh to share it with you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure, sure. So it was a nice, like, nice talking with you guys, and then it's good. Okay. So hope we'll meet in future. I don't know. So, but that's fine. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Thanks.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Actually, thanks for